Okay, this is the 93 Volvo 240 Classic of my brother's. He brought it to me because it's got a few problems that we need to take care of. He's got a leaky exhaust, and that seems to be a cracked pipe at the entrance of the resonator. And he's got a check engine light and an intermittent stalling problem, which I believe is due to the injector codes that it pulls. And he also has a very loud rapping noise when he accelerates hard. And originally we thought it was the center bearing of the drive shaft hitting the floor. But when I looked under there, that looks nice and fine. It's good and tight. But I did notice the U-joint at the rear of the transmission sit in the floor, and the motor seems to be cocked over. So I did a little looking, and it seems like the motor mount's busted. So I'm gonna stick the camera down in the fender here. And yes, the motor mount is broken. So I guess we'll have to get one of those. Here's where the drive shaft is hitting the floor. Here's the yoke on the rear of the transmission, and when you accelerate hard, I guess the motor gets kind of jacked over, and well, it really sounds terrible. So once we get that motor mount fixed up, I think we'll be okay. Rear trans mount really seems to have no issues. I pried on it and it looks fine. You can actually see, maybe you can, I don't know, but from the way I'm looking at it, the drive shaft is definitely over to the right of the car. So I think once that motor mount's straightened out, I think the whole drivetrain will be straight and normal again. Crank her up. There's the exhaust leak right there. Nothing we can't fix with a little weld. Here's the used fuel rail I got from the PA Auto Recyclers on eBay. Got a pretty good deal on that. I think I paid about 60 bucks for that. And I got this O-ring kit over here for the 4 injectors. So what I'll do is I'll re-O-ring these, and I'll just install this whole rail and regulator. And hopefully that will take care of the fuel injector fault. I ohmed all the ones out on the engine, and they all seem to check out the same, but I think one of them gets hot and then sets the code. So instead of just playing with one fuel injector and moving it around, I just figured it would be easier just to get a nice rail with injectors and install that. So, well, I figured I'd take one last peek under this car before I put it down, and went to order some parts, and that's the motor mount on the other side. It looks pretty broken too. So we'll get you a set of motor mounts for this car, Russ. Oh, alright, well, I'll get some parts, and once we get the parts, we'll make another video. So, good night.